Hello everyone. Let me just move stuff out of the way because as always I have way too much stuff going on in front of me. Let me lower a bit more the volume. Oh god, now it's too low. And as always, okay. Okay, hi. Finally, as I said, I'm officially back to platinum blonde, which you have never seen me in, but my hair is tied up in the back because it's not. I haven't done my hair, so the front of my hair looks nice, but the back is a bit messy. But yeah, we are basically all blonde outside of, as usual, this part of my hair, which is a bit blue. But on Tuesday, I'm getting a haircut. I just have to trim my hair up so they cut off the dead ends. And we'll probably stay this color for quite a while until I get my surgery and I recover from that. So I'll just keep up with the roots and make sure that because if it's a shorter root, it's much easier to make sure that it stays as blonde and as white as possible. So yeah, so hope everyone is having a very nice day. I had class at 12:15 today. Yeah, it was pretty enjoyed it. It was a usual pretty good class. And I still have, for that course, I still have a total of 6 classes because I only have 2 weeks more of class, and then it's officially like we have the week break and then I start the exam session. So I'm a bit scared. I hope I hear pretty soon from my doctor, but probably it's gonna be I'm gonna get surgery in June, which I don't like because it's really not it. Let's say that. So let me just okay. So it's not really up to me. Still keep as usual. I'll have my phone here, and if you hear anything, actually I will put the sound on, simply because if I get a phone call, I basically need to always be able to answer phone calls just in case the hospital calls me. So actually I'll move it because here it's way too close from my mic. It would be death basically. Okay, deafened by the sound because I did put full volume on. So in case during the stream you see me answering phone calls, it's probably because of that. So today I'll just work on my thesis. As I said, I'll work on it for another like week more or less, and then that's it. I'll just study for my exam, which is not much time because I have basically 2 weeks to study, but it's gonna be enough. We're gonna make it enough. So yeah, I don't really have much to say today before starting stream, so I think we can just like start with the first session, the first 45 minutes, and then we'll talk in our first break. So 45 minutes. Let me do some math. I'm not gonna do the math, but it's probably like at 4:20 maybe. I think 4:20, not sure. In case if I got it wrong, there's always the timer. I can always check the timer. So see you in 45 minutes. I'll start the first study session.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just calling to chat with you a little bit. I miss you a lot. And I miss hearing your voice.
Finally break time. My eyes are starting to water. Okay. Oh god. As usual, when I get to breaks, yeah, here it comes. It's like a tradition that when I go to a break, my brain just goes, okay, it's time to start yawning. And I just yawn. It's the first thing I do. And then my eyes start to water. Okay, but I was able to finally fix an issue that I was having with my PC, and I'm actually quite happy about it. Okay, I see you're Italian. I'm Italian too, but I'll write in English because I think it helps with the stream. Oh, thank you. And I always speak in English because it's just like, I don't know, it's just easier. It's just more comfortable for me to speak in English than to speak in Italian for some reason. Sorry, I make a lot of mistakes. Oh, don't worry. It's like, you can just practice. I'm not gonna judge you. Don't worry. So you can just write in English. If you have any doubts, you can just write in Italian. If you have any kind of like, you don't remember a word, it happens. Trust me, I've been studying English for many, many years and it's still like, still don't know a lot of words. Exactly. I'll be honest. I feel like it's more when you speak in English, you're more welcome. Mostly because not necessarily like America, but most English speaking countries are more welcoming than Italy. I'll be honest when it comes to LGBT matters, so I kind of feel like it's more comfortable for me to speak English. I find more people that are the same. Oh, thank you. My hair is actually pretty long. It's not this long. My hair is quite long, but it's just in the back. Like, not super long, but it's like shoulder length. A lot of your. Thank you. I was talking the other day on stream about the fact that I had to repot so many of my plants. Oh, Shiro. Shiro's actually out on his walk now because my mom took him out. Usually he has already gone for his walk at this time of day, but she was very tired. You'll have to excuse my yawning, but it's just like when I'm in front of my PC, my eyes get tired, and I just start yawning even more because even my eyes are tired. Also, I passed like 15 minutes of the entire time trying to like download a specific article that I wanted for my thesis, and I was struggling because the so I don't sleep. I used to I was like that too. Now I only live at night basically, and I've stopped working because I had a knee injury, so I'm waiting for surgery. So I have more free time because of that. When I used to work, I didn't even have the time to breathe basically. But yeah, as I was saying, I was searching for a specific article, but it was written by a Korean author, and even though the article itself was in English, I could not find it because the website that it was that I could download it from were in Korean, and I don't know Korean. Like I can read a couple of words simply because I know how to read the alphabet, so I know how to read some stuff, but I don't understand. So I just spent 15 minutes trying my best and I just had to give up, and I'm gonna send like the name of the article and the author to a friend of mine who studies Korean in my university, and I'm just gonna send it to her and ask her like, please help me. No idea where I can find anything. I've also just noticed that I forgot after class to fill my water bottle, so I have an empty water bottle. And I need to drink water. And I'm gonna keep yawning even more because I need to drink water. This is great. Oh god. Also, I finally got an appointment to cut my hair. Yay. I can't use Google Translate. I tried, but it becomes like gibberish because unfortunately when it comes to languages like um, Japanese, any kind of Asian language, really, I noticed that it just becomes gibberish and it becomes absolutely not understandable when they start translating. When you do the direct translation from the website with Google Translate, and I feel like probably a lot of words were mistranslated, and because of that, I could not understand what was going on. So also I noticed that a couple of not old words, but there are a lot of words in Korean that, based on the context, it kind of change a bit the meaning. And because I was, if you translate directly, you kind of lose the meaning based on the context, and I was like, what am I doing now? Now I'm sneezing a lot. Don't worry. Oh God, I swear I'm gonna stop yawning. Also, like yesterday, I was so tired last night and I could not sleep. So today I woke up like absolutely dead. I was very tired and I ended up just being like a snowballing of tiredness because I made lunch and everything. And then I sat down, I had class, and now I'm streaming. I was like, oh God, I'm so tired. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But I was absolutely distraught yesterday. And this morning I woke up even more tired and I still haven't had time to like recoup a bit. So I just ended up basically being more tired and now I'm just like holding on for dear life to the last bit of strength of like energy that I have. But it's Friday, so I always on Friday I'm always like a lot more tired because yesterday also I bleached my hair. So because I had to finish not really bleaching it fully, but I had to color correct it. You need a lot of time and patience to place everything correctly and have everything, leave it in at the exact times, have the different timers, know where to rinse which part and stuff. And I did this after class, which was a mistake because I finished class at quarter past 5. Yeah, I usually do my hair by myself. I do go to a hairdresser to cut it though, because right now, for example, also I haven't really done much with my hair, so my ends are a bit frazzled, but my hair is a bit messy right now. But I do bleach it and do my own color because I don't really. First of all, like my hairdresser is quite expensive, and because I'm not working currently, and I don't have any kind of income, like I have nothing coming in. I can't really spend that much money to be able to just like have my hair blonde, and I really didn't care if it came out perfectly because first of all you couldn't really see it on stream. On the past streams you couldn't see it as like bad as it was. Now it's much better. It's basically like platinum completely. Outside of this side of my head, the ends are still a bit blue because I had blue and pink hair. But it's just a base for me to be able to put color on. But of course, because I have to wait for my surgery before I color it, like it's just like very tiring. Just have the same color of you, pink hair. We want to try to dye them by ourselves. It is very difficult. I'm gonna be honest, you have to have a lot of patience to be able to do it yourself and a lot of time and energy. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I don't really like correcting people, even though I would have become a teacher, but if I correct you directly, sometimes it's a bit harder. But I think you're doing fine, but don't worry. And like, as I was saying, like you need a lot of time and a lot of like you kind of don't have to give a fuck if something goes wrong, because I'm gonna be honest, every time I bleach my hair, I put bleach on my hair, I am perfectly like aware that if my hair burns off, I can just cut it off. I won't care. I have shaved my head before, and I wasn't even dyeing my hair when I shaved my head. So I'm like, fine. If everything goes wrong, I can just shave it. In a year and a half, I'm gonna have the same length of hair, basically. So it's completely fine. But like, also I'm gonna be honest, pink is not the easiest to take off. So it's like is an English literature student to style like you. Yay! She's just like she seems like the kind of a literature student, to be honest, because most English literature students are queer. I'm fully aware. A teacher part time. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna start the next session, and I'm gonna start it, and I'm gonna go get myself some water, so I'll be right back. But let's start the next session, because this break has been over for a bit, and I have been talking non-stop. So, see you 45 minutes. I'll go get also some water.
I need your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention. I need your attention.
Hey baby, it's me. I was just calling to chat with you a little bit. I miss you a lot. And I miss hearing your voice. Bye, hon.
I didn't raise the volume. That's why. I was talking to myself. That's our second break. Also, yeah, I have an iPad that I use for notes, but I don't only use it for that because I would not have bought it just to use it to take notes. I'm gonna be honest. There are way cheaper alternatives, and I have an iPad Pro that I bought refurbished from the Apple website, and I already like paid a ton for it because I bought the second series of the Apple Pencil. And yeah, I had stickers, but they all fell down because I didn't stick them up. I just had them in. So yeah, it's not looking great, but I just have the clear one because I like the fact that it's the silver version. But it's from 2018, so it's not that. I didn't buy it new. Also, I bought it last month or like a month and a half ago. I'm gonna be honest. I really like it. I'm buying one that it's like renewed by Apple from the website. It's first of all, it's much better for them buying it on the other websites, especially here in Italy. I'm sorry, but the websites that sell refurbished and like regenerated products, especially technology, I don't like them that much. I was looking at them and some of them were just like not that great. Tablet to make online lesson, and I could use the okay. I use a graphic. I used to use the Wacom one, and I used it to draw. And I bought this one mostly because I wanted to use it to draw. But of course, I don't have much time. Like, I do draw, but I don't make drawings that I'm still like learning. I have the Wacom one. Yeah, I have a very old one. I used to have one that it was very old. It's not even mine. It's my brother's, and I gave it back to him. Of course, once I bought my iPad. Also, he has bought the iPad, but he bought the 2017 one, the Pro. Because we noticed that if you buy a newer one, they're very, very expensive, and they are not much better than the older ones. And buying directly from Apple, you have the guarantee that the outside is perfect condition. They change battery inside, so you basically have a new product in and of itself. And this does not have any issues. And the only thing is I have issues with my headphones, but my headphones I have issues with any Apple product. I noticed I have these Fresh and Rebel headphones, which I'm not gonna say they're great, but they are Bluetooth because the iPad does not have a aux jack cable. Like, I cannot connect my headphones with cable, so I have to use Bluetooth headphones. And these have issues with Apple products because I tried connecting them to one of my friend's iPhone, and they don't work that great, I found, but they have no issues with my phone, which is not Apple. So I think they just have that kind of issue. But I think it's only my specific like pair of headphones because I know other people don't have this issue. I've talked to them and they were like, if you want, you can exchange it. But I was like, they are damaged, they're not new, so I would have to still pay and buy a new pair. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to. They're expensive. And I don't even use them that much. But I'm really like happy having it because I can really like I use different apps when it comes to note taking. And I know people I've started buying the Samsung Tab 7E, 7S, I don't know what it's called. But I was looking at that, but of course, because you don't have a pencil that is also Shiro is back. He started acting like a just weirdo in the background. Probably I don't need an iPad, but I love spending money. I think that most people just could get away with a Samsung Note Tab. Like they have the Samsung Tab SE. I think it's SE. S7E or something like that, because I know a lot of people, I saw a lot of reviews for it for people that mainly use it for school maybe and stuff like that. I like having an iPad simply because it's easier for drawing and because you have a stylus that has pressure sensitivity, tilt, and everything. So it's basically like using a normal pencil for drawing, but most people don't really care about it, and like it's cheaper alternatives are can be as good as this unless you do specific things. I know I was able to like to edit a video for one of my friends because my friends graduated not that long ago, and because I couldn't be there, I was asked to because I was like, do you need, if anyone needed anything, and they asked me to help them like edit together a cute video to send it to her by a lot of people that maybe are not there physically, couldn't be there, like me, and I basically made it in 15 minutes in here instead of opening my big editing software on my PC, which is very heavy and very like you can do very cool things with a PC and like the editing software on a PC, but at the same time, not many people don't need as many features. And I think that even with this, is not like most people are not gonna need this. Also, I don't have a MacBook. I don't have an iPhone. That means that because of that, I don't connect it to those that much. I don't use AirDrop. The only thing I use AirDrop for is to send my brother like a project that I made that I needed for my monitor, for a monitor stand, which I haven't, at the end of the day, I haven't even made. But like, I don't use it. What would I need? And I think like if you don't necessarily need an iPad for drawing, it's better to go with a cheaper alternative, especially if you don't have an iPhone or a MacBook. I think that's, unless you have everything that it's Apple, so buying an iPad of course makes sense. There are very much cheaper alternatives than this. I know they made the iPad 9, which has still has the button. It's a bit smaller and stuff like that, and that I know people that bought that instead of buying one of the more expensive lines like the Air or the Pro, or even know the Mini is more expensive than that. And I know a lot of people like it because at the end of the day, they have the same chip as an iPad Air. They have the same chip, but the outside is an older version of it, so they made it a lot cheaper. It's like 300-400 euros. Instead, this I bought it used and I paid 580 euros for it, and I bought it used and 120 euros for the pencil itself. So they're very expensive. They are more of a splurge. I did save up for it. I had saved up enough so I could do it. So it's like cool for it's cool. So like if someone wants to buy an iPad because they want to buy an iPad, I think the iPad 9 is a bit better. I could also sell my laptop that I really don't use. Well, I think it's like just like know that a tablet does not substitute completely, will never substitute completely a full-on PC. But if you don't use it, like if you have a PC and the only thing you use it for is using like Word documents, you can use that on an iPad probably. Like I use, for example, I was editing my thesis and I have my thesis on OneDrive, so the what is it called? The cloud that you have with Microsoft, and I was able through the directly online through Safari to edit my thesis directly from there, and I can open it on Word on my PC as well, and without any kind of issues. So you don't even have to necessarily like download the app itself to open, for example, documents and stuff. And also there is Google Docs, which I have it on my phone because I used to edit like stuff when I was on the train on my way to university. Like on my way to Venice, I was writing stuff down on my documents for university and stuff like that. So it's like it's pretty useful. Also, when my PC died, I used to take notes with my phone, which I'm not gonna recommend because, for example, I cannot write that fast on my phone. I'm too slow. I don't even find it nice. Like I don't even like writing on this. I have my external like big ass keyboard here, which I don't like. I don't really need this part, but I like having it. It's clicky. Here, you can just hear it. I think you can actually hear it. It's loud and I like it. So I like the idea of having a PC. Also, I use it for stream as well as games because I have all my video games on my poor laptop, which trying his best. Mechanical keyboard because they're fun. Yeah, 99% of the time. Also, I find it much more comfortable because I can move it wherever I want and my monitor is still there. So it's not like laptop where you're just like in this position 99% of the time. My back is doing much better since I bought a keyboard and a monitor where I can actually see, because I have a pretty small PC and I have a 27-inch monitor, so I can actually see. I couldn't even read. I remember the first time I ever streamed, I streamed last year once, just to try it out to see if it was like something that I could do with the equipment that I had. And before I bought a monitor, it was basically impossible because I don't have very good sight. I have like a deformation on a part of my eyes, basically in each eye, which does not let me see very well. I wear glasses, contact lenses, but still, you can't fix everything. And so you can see me also, like, I squint even here with a big monitor. With my PC, I couldn't see anything. Also, I didn't have a webcam, I used my phone, so it was a mess. Here it's much more stable. Everything works so much better. Okay, so let me just... Okay, I think we can start the next session. 45 minutes, so at about 6:15 we would end this third session. We'll see if I can do a fourth one. Depends on the energy, I'm gonna be honest, because I've streamed yesterday and tomorrow. I'm also gonna say this now, just so I don't forget, because otherwise I know I'm gonna forget. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream, but we're gonna do some gaming after dinner, so about 8:30 to 9 p.m. because I've promised that I was going to break Grimm's Hollow, but I never did, and now I have to because I don't want to be threatened again, because everyone was like angry at me because I was supposed to stream last weekend and I didn't because I was too tired. So promise tomorrow I'm gonna stream Grimm's Hollow, which is a pretty chill game. So, before I forget, I think we can start the next session and see you in 45 minutes. I didn't even notice. It's break time already. Going to close my books for now. Oh, don't worry. I'm starting to get like lost it what I'm reading. I give up. Yeah, I think I'm actually also gonna be done with studying because my head is starting to. I'm starting to be a bit too tired, but I probably like what I usually do when I stream. Usually just take a break and then just lay in bed and like keep studying from my iPad but on the bed and like doing other things on the side, so doing that and then doing other thing. My Stardew Valley. Oh, that's so. I really want to play that game because I've been told that it's very good, but also I have so many games that I don't even have the time to keep up with. Like I haven't played The Sims 4. I bought it like not even that long ago, like in January, and I haven't played it for the past month because I haven't had the time. And like I got into Lost Ark and I've been playing Lost Ark and that's it. I haven't played anything else outside of that. That's the only thing I play when I have the time. And I always play at night most of the time. So I always end up like with the oh god. I always end up with the biggest headache because of the amount of like eye strain that playing that game gives me every single time. Also, I shouldn't play that game because I'm gonna be honest, like that game is way too much for my laptop. I don't know why I shouldn't play that game on my poor laptop. But my laptop is trying its best. I'm a bad Stardew Valley. I'm living the best lesbian. living the See, I have a lot of friends that tell me you're the quintessential like cottagecore lesbian. Just look at this. I made the other day. I was bored and I made homemade pretzels. I learned to make bread. I bake. I should love that game. But, like, I should just like start. I should start playing it. But every single time, like I don't even know if I can play. I think I can play it also on my PC, but haven't checked yet. I'm gonna be honest, because unfortunately a lot of games. Oh god, are not supported by my PC anymore. Because I do have. I'm lucky because my laptop, even though it's an older laptop, I've had it since 2018. I still like. I play it on an Android also. Okay, well, I'm not gonna play it on my phone because I'm gonna be honest, like, the screen is not enough for me. I like, even like dumb games that I used to play on my phone just to pass the time, I download it on my iPad just because it's. Oh god. The screen is so much, like, having a bigger screen is so much better most of the time. But yeah, I could even look. I could look. Also, I feel like a lot of people have stopped playing Lost Ark. It's just one of my friends always sends me updates on like drops that they make because he plays that basically. He does play a lot of video games, but he really got into it, and I think it's because of him that like he told me when Lost Ark you could download Lost Ark for free on Steam, so I downloaded it from there when it was free, and now I just have like I've been playing it like since then. Also, I have a lot of games that I have to play. What did I? Okay, I had an extra thing on my desktop and I was very confused. But like, I have so many things. Like, I still have to play We Were Here, What Remains of Edith Finch, and Life is Strange. I downloaded the first one because I never played the first one, and I really want to. And it's not as high demanding when it comes to a graphics card, which is good because I'm quite actually lucky because my PC does have a separate graphics card from the Nvidia like processor, so I'm quite lucky because it has been. But like, since when are you streaming? Is it your first? I've been streaming since like I think it's like 2 months. think I can check. Actually, I don't need that much time to check. I think it was since the mid March. Started mid March. Yeah, started mid March, like the 15th, 16th, something like that. Something like that of March. So basically for like almost 2 months, a month and a half, a little over a month and a half. I don't need actually that much time to check because I can just check on my YouTube because I like keep updating my all the VODs of the streams that I make. I upload them there, so I don't lose the content basically, because I don't like to lose it. Yeah, but about a month and a half ago, like almost two, more or less. So it's really, I've been haven't been streaming for much, but honestly I enjoy it. It's like a way for me to pass the time and to like feel less isolated when I'm studying or when I'm alone. Also because I tend to get distracted very, very easily by anything. So even for example, if I'm using my iPad, I always turn off the internet connection, so I don't have I don't have any notifications, because otherwise like I get a Instagram like a DM from one of my friends, so I have to like, even though I don't open it, I still like I get distracted that second, and then I have to like I need like a minute to just remember what it was, and I lose track of things that I'm doing. So I get distracted very easily, and if I'm on my PC especially, I even get distracted even more because I have so many things going on. But for example, when I have Twitch open, there are many things that I cannot keep open together because otherwise it would be too much. Like I have to I close my Discord simply because otherwise, even though I have streamer mode, which you don't have notifications, you have nothing, like no pop-ups or everything, but to have less delay from, because for example now I have a total of 5 seconds of delay. To have less delay, if I don't have Discord open, it's less, I have less issues. Or like when I think like yesterday I tried to edit a video while it was streaming, and if I can have like my OBS, which is a program I use for streaming, and my video editor with which I use DaVinci Revolve. I don't remember how it's called actually. Resolve. I have the 17th I think edition. I don't even remember anymore. But like if I have those open, I can't have anything else open because everything will crash otherwise. Which I think it's why yesterday OBS crashed a bit. I'm sorry. But like it's like a pretty cool good way for me to like actually do study and work more focused, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't study much outside of what is going to class and my streams, because I have the time, but I end up not having the actual energy or the will to. So when I'm streaming, I feel more motivated to actually do and be productive, because I'm here, other people are here. I'm gonna go here so we don't have a timer for a second. Because of that, I just decided like I just feel like this is very useful for me personally to, like, I know that a lot of people like watching streamers that are like study streamers because of that, but I found that streaming for me it's much better than just watching the streams, which I still do. Like I still find them entertaining in a way where like even if I'm just like cleaning, I like having something in the background. And if I have like, if I watch like a study streamer while I'm cleaning, for example, I can clean and take breaks, because otherwise I go full in, I try and clean and do everything super fast, but then I finish and like I end up not having enough energy to finish because I don't take breaks, or I take too long of a break. Like I work for like an hour and a half, and then for an hour I do nothing. Instead, having the 10 minutes or like 15 minutes or 5 minutes that another person is giving me is much easier. And I'm never gonna stream, I think, cleaning, simply because I usually look like a crazy housewife when I clean. But it's like, have an OCD, so I struggle a lot with hyperfixation. I feel that, like, I don't know what's wrong in here. Therapy is expensive, and in Italy, therapy, we both, I think, know that it's not good. It's not good, especially public. It's very weird, and it's still expensive, and if you go private, it's even worse. So we don't know what's in here. Something's there. We don't know. But, like, has been, like, quite difficult. Oh god. Also, sometimes I noticed that I finally learned how to divide my income. My therapy, and I'm in therapy, it's a lot, it's meant to like a bit of 100. Yeah, that's like very scary to me, because right now, for example, yeah, I'm not working. If I was working, maybe, and I never got injured on my knee, I would absolutely probably have thought about therapy, because it's very good way, and like, but I had to start working myself. Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing is that I want to move out, and if I move out, it's very improbable that I'm gonna have earn enough to also start therapy. But it maybe it's like spend my first paycheck in therapy. Like, I'm lucky enough to have been able to like do everything I still could, and like still have money on the side. But therapy is just something that is very expensive, especially like monthly and weekly. I looked at certain therapists that were like 80 euros for like an hour. I'm like, why am I paying you? I understand that you studied and that it's very draining probably to do this job, a job like being a therapist. Like, I get it, it must be very draining, and it's not easy, but like 80 euros, it's not something that you can pay each week. And maybe you need an extra session a week in 1 week because you're feeling especially like you need it. Maybe you need an extra hour, you need something more, and it's like, absolutely not. My family moving in Rome. Oh, you're moving to Rome. I have many friends that live there. Good. Oh, I get parents. Yeah, I feel like it's a very good thing when you're like, you feel like you need to separate yourself from your family. Like, that makes sense. I'm lucky enough that my family is like pretty fine. Of course, everyone has their like issues and like their triggers and stuff like that, even when you're in your own house. But like, I'm pretty lucky, gonna be honest, with my family. But still, it's like, I'm living with my mom and my brother, and I don't have a lot of like, let's say, freedom in certain things, simply because, you know, I haven't, like, last week, on Thursday, I have for the first time, like the second time in the past 4 years, of course, the pandemic and stuff, but like, someone come over to visit me in my house. I haven't had someone come over here. Like, I don't even think about it. I meant to feel. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. It happens. Feel and felt. I'm gonna be honest. I got it wrong for many years too. I had a tweet that one of my favorite like creators liked, and I had written fell instead of feel. So I feel that typo deep in my soul. I still remember it. It's still in my soul, but couldn't do anything about it. Also, like, I'm still like, I want to move during the summer, end of the summer, and of course I'm gonna find a job. I'm gonna move to Torino, simply because that's where I want to start my master's degree. So once I do that, and I'll probably have a lot more freedom, but I need to find a job there that pays me enough to have like a pretty independent, in a way, place, at least a single bedroom, but like you know how we probably know how expensive like rooms are here. And like I wish I could find like a studio apartment, so just a room with a kitchen in it and a bathroom just for myself. But that's very difficult. But I wish I could really. I'm so I know I talk a lot and I talk quite fast, but I don't really like the feeling of silence, and because I'm the only one speaking, I always like to fill up the space. And I think it's like also good because I have a couple of people that look at the VODs, at the videos of the streams after, because they can't be here during the streams, unfortunately, and like they like to catch up looking at the VODs. So I like to keep them entertaining also for them, because they're not here reading the chat and everything all the time, because unfortunately Twitch does delete the streams after 2 weeks. So unless you are, I don't know if it's affiliate or you're like a partner, and then you have a longer time, like 2 months and stuff like that. So I have to upload everything on YouTube, so you don't even you can't even read the chat properly. I put the chat here, but you can't really read it that well. I'll find a way to make it more visible, but I have to change this entire overlay and everything, so I'm still like, I like the vibe, but I want to change it a bit. So I have to figure a lot of that out. But still, like, that's why also I'm normally like a very talkative person. Like I talk way too much. And people tell me that I never shut up. It's like very, absolutely, just very normal for me. I accidentally hit a leaf of this plant, so now it's like one of the holes is like broken, and I'm a bit sad, but it happens. This plant has enough leaves where even if one is a bit ruined, I'm gonna be okay with it. Also, Shiro, at a certain point, I don't know what was going on, but like, it's still like rummaging around. I hope you get a lot of followers in the future. I think you can. Like, this needs 3 or 5 months to get views. Yeah, but like, I don't really care about it much. Like, I wish I could like I wish I could have like at least enough to, I don't know if I'm gonna able to have a job where I can also invest the money that I'm getting in a job to better the quality. But I hope like I hope I can still like have something to be able to maintain my streams and everything. So well, hopefully in the future I'll still be able to stream. Also, I'm gonna do my bachelor's degrees in part-time, so I'm still gonna need to study. So I'm probably still gonna need to get my time to study, and I'm looking currently for a job in a bar, so probably mostly night shifts and stuff. But for now, have to wait to be here, to be like recover and be healthy and be able to be on my leg and on my feet walking around for a long time. Like plants, but I don't like to have too much light in my room. I like having natural lighting in my room quite a lot, because I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know if it's seasonal. It's not. I'm not gonna say depression simply because I don't have. No one has ever like diagnosed me, but I'm very like connected to the weather in a certain way, where like in the winter I feel like not as happy, and as you know, in general my mood is not, it shifts a bit, and I don't feel as positive and as happy as in not really summer, because it's hot and it's miserable in the summer. And I live, let's say my region is Veneto, so it's very humid here. Okay, it sucks in the summer, but like, you talk like you're not allowed to feel sad. It's not that, it's just that I don't really like talking about it much. especially because I'm not a professional outside of what my brain is, so I don't really know what the correct words are because of that, and I don't want to make maybe people feel uncomfortable if I do have any kind of mental health struggle. And if you're not diagnosed, I don't feel like, unless you have you are sure to have a certain something specific, I can never say like I have depression. I'm not diagnosed. I don't know. What do I know? I study English literature. I can tell you what Shakespeare wrote. I don't ask me anything else. But like, I'm lucky that I have an east facing window, so every morning I get very, like, this room gets very, very bright. And in fact, I need to keep the blind, like the rolling blind down, so it's not too bright, because otherwise this room gets very bright. But I hate the overhead light. The overhead light, it's my nemesis, and I very rarely turn it on. Only maybe if I'm like cleaning and I need specifically like extra light, so that's when I turn it on. Otherwise, I have my lamp there. I have backlighting. They're like very cheap, very old, like strip lights. They're like this long behind my monitor. That's it. That's the only light. And the fair lights, which those are not very like real lighting. They make nothing, but like, okay, but like it's fine. Also, there are plants that don't care about a lot of lighting, but plants usually enjoy a bit of brighter lighting, so that's why I enjoy having at least some lighting in my room. Also, the idea of having to move all my plants is scaring me, because how am I gonna move them? I already had to ask, like, I already told my brother and my mom that, like, I'm gonna need you to probably, like, to move to another city. I'm probably gonna need at least to do one trip with with you all in the car, just to move my plants and some of my stuff, because my plants are not getting on a train. Also, the plants are heavy. How am I gonna carry them around? I don't know. Like, I have too many plants. Where am I gonna put them? I don't know. I think I should go now. I'll check the next streams for sure. Aw. Well, I'll be here tomorrow, and I'll tell you my usual schedule is still like more or less 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. Except on Tuesday I start at 4 because I have class before that, till like 7 usually, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And sometimes I do gaming streams on Saturday, but depends on my mood, and it's like once a month or like twice a month. But like, that's usually my schedule during the week. Yeah. So you can just like check. In the morning I don't stream because I gave that up. I don't have enough energy, and sometimes I don't wake up in time and I'm like rushing to start streaming, so I just give up. It's better if I just stream in the afternoon, having more energy to work, and I'm more productive. Okay, so actually I think I'll also go because it's almost 7 and I don't have the energy to do another session. So I'll see you tomorrow for the stream tomorrow, or I'll see you next week. Bye.